Hello, I'm Ryan Dilks, and today is the first episode in a new series here on the Second Tier YouTube channel. It's called Ryan Ranks, which is a very interesting title for someone who occasionally struggles to differentiate between their R's and their W's. We're starting off this series by ranking every kit that's been released so far in the Championship. We're nearly 3 weeks away from the season starting, and nearly everyone has released at least one kit. 3 weeks away from the season starting and some teams still haven't released their kits. It's unbelievable. But today we're going to be looking at the best and worst ones. You've probably noticed over your time watching this channel that I'm something of a football kit connoisseur. You could say I have a lot of football shirts, like too many football shirts. So what I'm trying to say is really my opinion is the final say here. Everyone has to agree with me on this. But I will also say I quite often have a very different opinion when it comes to football kits than the general consensus. So, you know, the comment section could be interesting on this one. Got the 5 categories here. We've got Ooh Baby I Love It, Noise Noise, Zach Viner, because I just wanted to pick the most average Championship player I could think of to put right in the middle here. Not For Me Jeff, and Bonfire, where it's so bad that we just throw it on the bonfire, light it up. Disgraceful. And so without further ado, we'll kick things off by putting one straight on the bonfire, I reckon. Let's go with this abomination. This kit is a monstrosity. Awful in every single way. I think the kit itself is bad, but the most standout thing about this thing is the flipping sponsor. Oh, it is so jarring, isn't it? It looks so tacky, really. Having the blue sponsor on a red and yellow kit is an interesting choice to begin with. There is a story behind this because Watford apparently said to Mr. Q, we think that you should have a different colour sponsor than blue, like black or something like that, I guess. And they said, no, it's got to be blue. And Watford are now selling this kit without the sponsor because they know it looks absolute garbage. So that's the first thing. The sponsor looks terrible, but also just the kit itself. I think even without the sponsor, it's a bad kit. Yellow and red is very difficult to get right in the first place. I think if they had solid stripes all the way up, it'd be fine. It'd be a decent kit. But instead they've gone for this faded thing, and I think it looks cheap and tacky and just bad. It's a bad kit all round, even without the monstrosity of a logo on the front of it. In fact, I'd go as far to say this might be the worst kit I've ever seen a Championship club put out. It's that bad. It's just every single thing about it I dislike. It's really, really bad, and I'm surprised that someone at Watford has looked at that and thought, yeah, that'll do, lads. You'll be glad to know I'm not going to be talking at length about every kit in this list. Let's even things up a bit. Let's go for one which is beautiful. We'll go with this one from Hull City. Boy, oh boy, this one just came out just before I started recording here today. And I'm glad I waited because this is a beauty. Hull are very good with their kits. I think the shade of orange that they use always makes their kits look nice, especially with the black. And this is one of the best they've done in a while, actually. It is a proper beauty. Well done to them on that, because that's really nice. I think the sponsor complements the shirt as well. Just everything about it is a really nice shirt for a club which are an absolute car crash behind the scenes. Who should we go with next? Let's go with my beloved Derby County. They've gone for something different this year, and I've been wanting Derby to do something different with their kit for a long time because they quite often play it very safe. They've gone with something a bit different here, and I feel like it's just missing something. I'm going to put it in Zach Viner because I like how they've been trying to they're kind of paying homage really to a kit from the 90s, one of Derby's most iconic kits, and they've tried to kind of base it off that, but they haven't gone the full way. I would have liked them to go a bit further with it. I think if this had a central badge on it, now you're talking. That's a nice kit. I don't mind the sleeves. I like the little yellow bits at the bottom, but I like the collar as well, actually. But I think it's just missing something. I feel like they should have gone further with the kind of retro vibe about it. So That's what's stopping me put it from any higher in the list. Let's pick a random one out here. This is Millwall's kit this season, which it's all right. Yeah, it's a fine kit. I think it's pretty similar to kits which they've released previously. I think the only thing stopping me from putting it in not for me, Jeff, is the central badge. I like the central badge, and I think it's quite a smart shirt. But yeah, it doesn't really blow my mind, put it that way. This is their away kit that we've got here. I'm going to put that in nice, because it's nice. It's a nice kit. Probably on the periphery of Noise and Zach Viner, because it doesn't blow my mind by any means. But it's a nice, smart kit. Smart and stylish, and a bit snazzy. That's what goes down well with me, and this is a smart kit. Let's find one that's not for me, Jeff. Let's go with this Blackburn one. This Blackburn one, I'm not a big fan of kits where they just look the same every season. Blackburn kits are very Villarreal kits from the past few seasons in the way that they just look the same every single year. This is a classic example with Blackburn. And I don't like that. I don't like it when it's pretty much the same kit every year. Do something different for me. I know I said the Millwall kit was pretty similar to what they've had recently, but I think they've just changed enough about it to have a difference. This Blackburn kit, yeah, doesn't really stand out to me at all. And if I'm having to find a picture from this season with their current kit, I think I'd struggle. I'm not sure many people would notice because every kit just looks the same with Blackburn. This is their away kit, which is all right. Again, I think Blackburn, because they've got the half thing going on, whatever you call that, I think that means you can be a bit more adventurous with their away kits. I don't think they've really done that this year. It's an all right kit, but I feel like you could have gone a bit further with it, Blackburn. Let's go to Stoke City. They've got an interesting kit this year because they're usually someone who does exactly the same every season as well, but they've tried to do something a bit different this season. They've gone with these wavy lines down the shirt, and I've seen some people criticise it. I quite like it. I like how they're kind of painted stripes, kind of a painted vibe about them. I think it's quite a nice shirt. Some people will probably disagree with me, but I quite like how they've done something different. Stoke needed to do something different with their kits because more often than not, it's just red stripes. That's it. But they've gone with this. I like it. It's something different, and I applaud Stoke for doing something different. Their away kit, though, oh, nice. Do I put it in "Ooh Baby, I Love It"? Yeah, go on then. We'll put it in "Oh Baby, I Love It" because I do love it. It's a nice shirt. That is a nice shirt. I like the old badge they've got going on. They've tried to do something different with their away kit, and I think it's worked out for them. It's a nice, cool kit. I like this one a lot. Don't really have much else to add. It's like they've tried to do something different, and they've been a bit adventurous, and sometimes that can go wrong. But this one definitely hasn't. Here's an example of one which is they've tried to do something different and they've gone too far. Bristol City's away kit this year. Not for me. Don't like it. I think it's a bit of an eyesore, actually. I don't think it's bonfire because I think it's still okay. I think it's fine, but it doesn't tick any boxes for me. Bristol City over the years have had a pretty good run with their kits. This isn't one for me. I think they've let themselves down here. Poor from you, Bristol City. We haven't had one on the bonfire in a while, have we? Let's go with... here we go. Preston North End. Now, I think the shirt itself is nice. It's a nice, smart shirt. It's okay. The thing is, and I'm sure everyone else is thinking exactly the same thing here, the flipping sponsor. What is up with that? Yes, it says Spud Bros, which is not a great start in the first place. They're a local company, so I like the story behind it, but it still says Spud Bros on your shirt, lads. But the font and the colour of it is so off-putting. The colour is the main thing with me. It's so jarring compared to the rest of the kit. If they had like a navy colour in the font, it'd be fine. But they've insisted with going with this monstrosity, and it completely ruins the kit for me. Apart from the fact it says Spud Bros as well. That's also quite bad. So, a nice shirt, but completely ruined by the awful sponsor on it. And you know what? While we're on Preston, actually, I'm throwing their away kit in there as well, because I think the sponsor actually looks all right on this one. It's a nice colour, works with the rest of the shirt. Still says Spud Bros, but it still works with the rest of the shirt. My issue with this one is, I thought it was a training top when it came out, but it's actually their away kit. And I can't get past that now. Every time I look at it and go, oh, training top, all right. Oh, it's their away kit. Oh, really don't like it. And it still says Spud Bros on it. So yeah, Preston had an absolute nightmare of their kits this season. The Spud Bros thing, I can let them off with the away kit, but that is just such a crap kit. And then the sponsor and the colour on the home kit, yeah. Lads, you've had a stinker this year. We'll do Swansea City next, which is for some reason being modelled by Snoop Dogg. I'm not going to put it in Zach Friner, actually. I'm going to put it in Not For Me, Jeff. Same thing as the Blackburn kit, actually. It's just looks the same as every Swansea kit from the past few years. I really can't tell the difference between what this has and what other kits from the past few years have got, apart from Snoop Dogg modelling it. Yeah, really doesn't stand out for me. And yeah, don't really have much else to add. It's just a dull kit, really. Let's go for a new boy. Oh, Charlton. I like this kit. Charlton going right in. Ooh, baby, I love it. This is a nice kit. It's got a bit of a retro vibe about it because it's Reebok. Love that. Where the hell's that come from? Reebok doing kits in 2025? Yeah, right up my street. So I like that, but I also like the kind of stripy fade thing they've got going on up here. It's smart. That's a smart kit. Like it. Snazzy. I've been saying smart and snazzy a lot here, but that is a smart and snazzy kit. If I saw someone walking down the street like that with this shirt on, I'd be like, yeah, that does something for me. Not in that way. It's a nice kit. Charlton's away kit, also very nice. Is it a new baby? I love it. I might move it down in a bit, but it's up there. It's a very nice kit. I think Charlton actually may have had the best couple of kits so far this summer, actually. Yeah, that's a nice away kit. I'm kind of on the periphery between Ooh Baby I Love It and Noise Noise. But that, I think they've had a really, really good one with their two kits. Because it's Reebok. Reebok is a good start because, yeah, didn't realise they were still doing kits nowadays. Who have we got next? Let's go with West Brom. This is, again, kind of suffering from the same thing that Swansea and Blackburn are, where it just feels very samey with West Brom. I think they've kind of done something different with the sleeves, where one is different to the other. Yeah, one's got a big stripe down the side of it, the other hasn't, if you see what I mean. But yeah, apart from that, it's all right. It's okay. Not much else you can say than that, because otherwise it just looks the same as most other West Brom kits from most seasons. Their away kit, on the other hand, I do like this. I'm tempted to put in Noise Noise, actually. Yeah, that's a nice kit. West Brom have gone with this kind of colour scheme quite a lot with their away kits over the years. And I think it always looks all right. You know, getting those colours right is quite difficult to do. But I think they've done it here. Yeah, I'm going to leave that a Noise Noise for now. I might move it down as time goes on. But for the meantime, I think that's a pretty decent away kit. Let's go with Oxford United, their home kit. It does look pretty similar to recent kits gone by, but I think it's still quite nice. I think their colour scheme really does complement things and makes it stand out to most other kits. So while it's probably not too different to their recent home kits, it's still a nice kit, yeah. And the sponsor as well stands out for me. I think that's one that complements the kit as opposed to other shirts we've got here where it really, really doesn't do them any favours. How about a bit of Ipswich Town? I'm putting that in Ooh Baby I Love It. I think that's a very, very smart kit. Yeah, the shade of blue that Ipswich use makes it quite difficult to not go down well with me, because I like that shade of blue. I think it stands out when you've got a kit like that. And the collar that they've got, very smart. I like the shaded bit that they've got on the middle here. Again, the sponsor complements the shirt as well. Nice, smart kit. Yeah, I like that one a lot, actually. Not anything too outrageous or adventurous, but if you absolutely nail a nice, sensible kit, then it goes a long way with me. Their away kit, yeah, I don't hate it. I don't like it either. I feel like red for an Ipswich shirt just doesn't feel right for me. It feels like their main rivals should wear red, even though they obviously don't, because they're Norwich. So it's an all right kit. It doesn't do anything for me, though. Speaking of Ipswich's rivals, let's do Norwich next. I think this is a nice kit. Norwich have got a bit of a cheat code about them because I think the colours that they have, obviously yellow and green, I think it means it's quite difficult for them to get a kit wrong. So with that being said, I'm happy to put that in nice. It's not one of their best kits they've ever done. Over the years, they've done some very, very nice kits. But this is a nice kit. I like the kind of design they've got on the sleeve and the collar. Nice. I think the sponsor, again, actually complements the shirt really nicely. I just think by their standards that they've set themselves over the years, it's not one of the most outstanding kits they've ever had, but it's a nice kit. You do well to find a Norwich kit which is below Zach Viner, put it that way, because it's very difficult to get a Norwich kit wrong, I think. Now, we haven't looked at Wrexham yet. This is their home kit, and it's probably going in not for me, Jeff. Maybe not, actually. It's on the periphery of not for me, Jeff, and Zach Viner. They've gone for kind of a, what would we call it? Like a 2000s-y vibe. I like the stripes down the side, whatever you call them. I'm not even sure if they are stripes. Whatever they're called. That's all right. Otherwise, I feel like with Wrexham, you could do a lot more with that. The central badge works with me. Maybe we've got to put it in Zach Viner, actually. Yeah, I'm talking myself around to put it in Zach Viner. It's a good kit. It's not a bad kit. It's not a great kit. It's a good kit. Zach Viner. Their away kit, I do quite like, actually. I like the pinstripes. They've got the thing again, which I don't know what that's called, but that's there as well. The colours work nicely. Apparently it's based on daffodils. Fine. The kit as a whole, it's a good kit. I don't mind that at all. I'm going to put that in nice. That's one that's kind of between nice and Zach Viner for me. It's not near oh baby I love it, but yeah, good kit. Again, sponsor complements it too. Let's put one on the bonfire, shall we? QPR's away kit. I've seen bad reviews about this one and I don't disagree with them. It's giving me Wickham vibes. I don't think the colours completely match up, but that's kind of what I'm getting from that. That's not necessarily a bad thing, sorry Wickham fans, but it's pretty bad, actually. The one thing that really annoys me about this is the sponsor, the Y in the middle doesn't match up with the line going down the middle. It's a very easy thing to correct. Just move the sponsor ever so slightly over, and that would be something that would actually maybe move it up to not for me, Jeff. Because when I first noticed that, I was like, I can't get past that. That's really, really annoying. So yeah, it's a bad kit. Not the worst one by any means, but I think it is bonfire worthy. Let's go with what might be the kit of the season actually so far. Southampton. Bloody hell. That is filthy. That is absolutely filthy. That is a beauty of a kit. I like, first of all, the sponsor. The sponsor doesn't just complement the kit, it actually improves it massively. P&O Cruises, a bit of a random one, a very 90s shirt sponsor in the first place, but it also actually helps the kit a lot. I like the stripes down the middle. It's a very retro kit, and you'd be forgiven actually for thinking this is a retro kit. If you told me this was actually a kit from 1992 or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. But it's not. They've gone full retro, and I love it. A retro kit always goes a long way with me. This is one of the best kits of the season, maybe the best. I'll rank them at the end of this video. Let's go with another nice kit. This is Birmingham City's home kit. I like this. Smart. Again, keep using that word, but smart goes a long way with me. I like the sponsor, bit of a different colour to the rest of the kit, I think. But yeah, that's a nice kit. Not much else to really say on it. It's a nice kit. And again, similar to what I was saying about Ipswich, they're kind of the same colour blue. I like that colour. So it always does well with me, and I think they've done well with this one. Could have had a bit more detail about it to maybe knock it up one more tier, but overall, good kit. I don't feel the same about Middlesbrough's home kit. I feel like I've seen this kit for the past 5 years. I don't think that's factually true, but if you said, oh, Middlesbrough have actually just gone with the same kit as last season, I'd be like, okay, fine, yeah. it does look like the same. There's probably little differences to it, but I think this is the worst offender, actually, of just the same kit being put out every year. As I say, it's not exactly the same kit, but it looks the same kit. Do something different, guys. That's the big thing about it, because otherwise it's not a bad kit. But when I keep seeing the same thing every year, it doesn't do anything for me. And the final one we've got is Coventry City's home kit, which I'm putting in. Ooh, baby, I love it. And that's because I am always a fan of Coventry's kits, actually. That shade of blue, the sky blue, always goes down well with me. I think you struggle to do a bad Coventry City home kit. It'll be an achievement, because like Norwich, actually, I think those colours just work together so well that if it was ever below Zach Viner, I'd be surprised. But I like the little details here with the Coventry badge kind of printed on it over and over again in the kind of background. It's a good kit. And yeah, I like the fact that they've got blue shorts as well this year. Before, I think they've used white shorts. The completely sky blue kit is really good stuff. Don't know why it's being modelled in a garage, but the kit as a whole, very, very nice. So there we have it. This has been my tier list. Am I going to change anything? Yeah, I will actually. I'll move this Charlton away kit. I'll move that down one. Compared to the others, I think they are ahead of that one. So I'm happy to move that down, even though it's kind of between the top two tiers. Any others? I think I'm happy with that, actually. Yeah, let's rank the top and bottom kits, shall we? We'll start with the bottom, because this one's pretty easy for me. This Watford kit, yeah, one of the worst kits I've ever seen a Championship club put out. The sponsor, abhorrent. The actual shirt itself, a monstrosity. Everything about it is crap. It's a really bad kit in every single way. The Preston away kit, I'm going to put as the second worst, because I thought it was a training kit. When an away kit is a training kit, it's bland and bad. So I'm putting that second, and it says Spud Bros on it. The home kit also says Spud Bros on it. The actual shirt itself isn't that bad, but the sponsor is just, it's too much. There's too much going on here with the sponsor. So do I put that ahead of QPR? I think I will. Yeah, the QPR kit is this QPR away kit is bad, but it's not as bad as having Spud Bros on your shirt, even though the line doesn't match up in the QPR sponsor. Now, for the best kits this season, this is tricky, you know. I think before I had my heart set on Southampton being the best, but now I'm starting to look at that Hull kit, and that is a real beauty. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with Hull. Hull have the best kit this season. Best home and away kit, for that matter. That is a really snazzy kit. I really, really like that. The sleeves, just everything about it. Really, really good. The Southampton kit, I applaud them for being adventurous with what they've done. It's a really nice kit. The retro vibes to it I really like as well. I think up until I saw that Hull kit, it was going to win kit of the season for me so far, anyway. But I think Hull have just picked them right at the death. Next, between this Charlton kit and the Ipswich kit, I'm going to go with the Ipswich kit. I think just for the colour scheme, as I say, me personally, I'm a sucker for that shade of blue, so I'm going to put that there. Then the Charlton kit, because I like the Reebok return, and this is a very good return for them. The faded bit on it, I like that. Then I'll go with, in my top 5, we'll go with Stokes away. Stokes away kit, I like it because of the old retro badge. Again, they've tried to be adventurous without making a monstrosity of it. It's good. It's a nice kit. Then Coventry's also a nice kit as well. But there we go. This has been me ranking every kit in the Championship that's been released so far this season. Do you agree with me on what the best and worst kits are so far this season? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd be really interested to see what you guys have to say on the best and worst kits, even though I think everyone's going to agree on what the worst kit is. Otherwise, you're just wrong. Also, let me know what you think about what I've said about your kits. Do you agree with my assessment of it? Let me know in the comments section below. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe for more content like this. I've been Ryan Dilks from the second tier, and a big thank you for watching.